This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. Recycled water is obtained from wastewater and contaminated water that has been subjected to thorough treatment to ensure that it is proper for use for different purposes. A major benefit of recycled water is offering a sustainable and dependable water source while decreasing demands on water provision brought about by the rising population. To make sure that the rising population gets adequate water to satisfy all their requirements, there is a need for recycling water and enlarging the application of reclaimed water. This paper seeks to determine if recycled water is safe for drinking. The safety of drinking recycled water. Firstly, it is assessed to avoid risks to human health. If the right procedure is followed, recycling water makes it safe for drinking. Regular checking and treatment are necessary to make sure that recycled water is suitable for human consumption. For instance, the designated regulatory bodies in every Australian state endorse water systems to guarantee their safety for the intended purpose. The regulatory bodies are typically the departments accountable for safety and the environment. They evaluate the degree of danger to human beings and the surroundings to establish whether a water recycling plan should be endorsed. Secondly, there is no instance where thoroughly recycled water caused illness. Reclaimed water has not brought about any disease anywhere across the globe. This has paved the way for Australia and other countries to boost their dependence on recycled water. Thirdly, current methods make recycled water safe for drinking. Contemporary water recycling practices have eradicated microbial organisms to a degree that they are harmless to humans. On this note, there is a high chance of applying recycled water for different purposes besides drinking. Currently, science is concentrating on boosting the effectiveness of water recycling practices through the reduction of costs as well as greenhouse gases. Risks associated with using reclaimed water. Doubt. For a long time, it has been possible to convert sewage to safe drinking water, and this has acted as an excellent solution for water-scarce areas. Nevertheless, this technology is not extensively applied, and even in some areas where it is applied, nobody actually drinks the recycled water, not directly in any case. Many people still doubt the safety of recycled water for drinking. Psychological point of view. The psychological aspect is what makes people not directly drink recycled water, since people are hesitant to consume anything that they know has come from the toilet. Though recycled water may not be harmful, it may not augur well with people's mindset after knowing that they have for once drunk it. Even though recycling water removes the contaminants, it is not able to detach its initial uniqueness as sewage. Recycled water is meant for non-potable functions. Reclaimed water is former sewage with contaminants removed and employed for irrigation applications. Recycling is water conservation and not releasing recycled water for human consumption. Presence of pathogens. The description of recycled water, as applied by Friedler and Hadari, is the outcome of sewage reclamation that satisfies water value necessities for eco-friendly substances, suspended stuff, and pathogens. In other conventional applications, recycled water denotes water that has not been highly purified with the purpose of providing a means of conserving potable water. This water is instead used for agriculture and other uses like laundry. Poor assessment standards. The states regulate recycled water and not the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA. Recent studies have proved that recycled water poses stern public health issues concerning pathogens that are not detected by the presently employed tests. Moreover, the present tests fail to regard connections between heavy metals and pharmaceutics, which could promote the development of drug-resistant microbes in recycled water obtained from sewage. Recycled water saves fresh, potable water. The outlay on recycling water surpasses that of treating fresh water in different areas across the globe where there is plenty of water. Nevertheless, recycled water is normally distributed to people at a lower cost to persuade them to make use of it. Though, in most cases, recycled water is not used for drinking, it saves drinking water that could otherwise have been used for other purposes, as little or no potable water will be employed for non-drinking purposes. In most instances, recycled water is rich in nutrients like phosphorus and nitrogen that support the growing crops in cases of its use in irrigation. In this case, it turns out better and replaces drinking water that could otherwise have been used. Conclusion: breaking the characteristic of recycled water as water obtained from sewage and minimizing the difference between recycled water and fresh tap water may assist in the acceptance of recycled water even for potable purposes. Moreover, a different solution could be sending properly tested recycled water into people's taps for their use without initially informing them. If people are then taught of its safety, and it is proved to them through testing it, they may accept it without doubt. Nevertheless, recycled water must undergo thorough assessment and testing to make sure that it is suitable for drinking before it can be released for human consumption. To sum it up, whether recycled water is used for potable or non-potable purposes, its benefits cannot be underestimated. If you want to find more works like this essay on water recycling and reuse, safety issue, head over to ivpanda.com. It has a collection of free samples with thousands of submissions covering virtually all academic subjects. No registration required to access it.